Magandang araw mga katuto. So welcome back sa ating YouTube channel. Kuya Mike nga pala ulit. In this video, pag-uusapan natin ang definition ng plagiarism. Ano nga ba ang plagiarism? Ganun din ang mga types of plagiarism. So stay tuned dahil pag-uusapan natin yan in this video pagkatapos ng intro. Okay, so pag-usapan natin ngayon mga katuto yung definition ng plagiarism at ganun din yung types of plagiarism. So ito yung PowerPoint presentation natin. So let's look back muna no sa mga pinag-usapan natin nung nakaraan. So what are some of the purposes of review of related literature? What is the process in conducting the review of related literature, and why is it important to use synthesis matrix in reviewing literature? So hindi na natin pag-uusapan masyado yung review na ito. Paki-comment na lang yung mga sagot sa ating comment section. So to move forward, okay, for our session objectives mga katuto, no? First, ang gagawin natin is define plagiarism and discuss its types. And then second one, provide some examples of plagiarized works and demonstrate appreciation of plagiarism concept by expressing the students' thoughts. Okay? Siguro by question and answer na lang yun mga katuto. So dito mga katuto, meron akong kumbaga issue noong 2024 na kung saan itong si Risley C. Mendoza ay nagkaroon ng ginawang public apology sa Facebook page ng Department of English Language and Literature of USM. So dito nakalagay yung kanyang sincere apology to Jemima M. Atok dahil sa kinuha niya yung thesis ng kanyang estudyante mismo. So nakakaya ito mga katuto na mangyari sa atin or sa inyo sa mundo ng akademya or sa academe, sa world of academe. Si Jemima Atok yung estudyante, siya yung gumawa ng research and then ninakaw ng kanyang thesis advisor. So ito po ay usapin sa doctoral or master's thesis, no? So nakakaya po 'yun. Now, sabi po dito ni Risley Mendoza, my sincere apology to Jemima M. Atok, AB English graduate and my advisee, for the emotional pain that I have caused you and your family. I am very sorry to publish your thesis in my name. I am truly sorry that I failed to recognize you as the author and the owner of the published paper article. Instead, I claimed it as my own. I honestly acknowledge my fault and rest assured that this may never happen again in the history of academic endeavor. I earnestly implore your forgiveness. Please accept my sincere apology, Jemima and family. I am Risley C. Mendoza, a former faculty member of the Department of English Language and Literature, University of Southern Mindanao, Cabacan, Cotabato. So, ito mga katuto, nung pinag-uusapan namin ng klase ko ito, so maraming nagbigay ng kanilang impression or ng kanilang thoughts regarding sa tono ng paghingi ng public apology ni Risley because hindi madaling gawin yung public apology, especially ikaw yung thesis advisor, ninakaw mo yung paper ng estudyante mong tinuturuan mo. Ang nangyari, hindi mo pinangalan sa kanya or pinangalan sa inyong dalawa yung output, kundi sinarili ng thesis advisor. So bilang kapalit nun, she is now a former faculty member. So maybe natanggal siya sa kanyang tatrabahuhan ngayon. So, kung ayaw nating magaya sa gantong senaryo, mga katuto, kailangan natin maging aware doon sa tinatawag na plagiarism or doon sa mga batas underlying this infringement or copyright infringement, Republic Act 8293. So ngayon, pag-uusapan natin dito kung ano nga ba yung plagiarism and its types para nang sa ganun, maiwasan natin, ma-avoid natin yung mga batas na yan. Kasi nga, we cannot avoid what we do not know. Hindi natin ma-avoid kung ano yung mga bagay na hindi natin alam. So, we have to be aware of those things bago natin iwasan. Sige. So, define na natin ano ba ang plagiarism. Nakalagay dito sa ating, according to Sulaiman 2018, plagiarism is copying someone's work without giving due credit to the owner. Kapag sinabi natin copying someone's work lang ang plagiarism, hindi po yun yung total definition. So, dapat may kadugtong siyang without giving due credit to the owner of the work. It is often committed when you use words and ideas without making credit to the person who evaluated or who formulated and making those words and ideas your own. Okay, so yun yung sinabi ni Sulaiman 2018, copying someone's work without giving due credit to the owner. So wala siyang sinabing specific na work, basta lahat ng work, kinapi mo, sculpture man yan, paint man yan, or image man yan, picture man yan, songs man yan. So you can be filed with plagiarism case. Okay? So let's move on sa types of plagiarism. Magmadali tayo. Sa first one, we have the direct plagiarism. Ano nga ba ibig sabihin ng direct plagiarism? Second one is self-plagiarism. And third, mosaic plagiarism. And then yung fourth, accidental plagiarism. Let's move on sa first, yung direct plagiarism. Sinabi dito, direct plagiarism, this type of plagiarism is committed when you copy word for word a section of others' work without quotation marks. So, ang direct plagiarism, ito yung literal na copy-pasting. Kapag kinapi mo, pinaste mo sa isang bond paper, pinangalan mo sa'yo, pinasa mo kay proctor or kay professor or kay teacher, that is what we call direct plagiarism. Wala ka man lang intervention, wala ka man lang ginawang edit. That is direct plagiarism without quotation marks. Okay lang sanang mag-copy ng sinabi ng ibang tao, pero lalagyan natin ng quotation marks. Ibig sabihin, ito ay hindi sa'yo. At ipapangalan mo sa kung sino man yung author ng sinasabi mo. For example, according to Rizal, quotation mark or quote and quote, ang kabataan ng pag-asa ng bayan, and then lagay mo dun yung pangalan ni Rizal. So, with that, hindi ka mapaplagiarize. Pangalawa is what we call the okay, let's jump. Pangalawa, what we call self-plagiarism. So, paano ba natin na pa-plagiarize yung sarili natin? So, sabi dito, this plagiarism is often committed when you mix your previous works to come up with new article without proper citation and permission to the teacher you previously submitted the work. Okay, ito ay galing kay Helgeson and Erickson 2014, plagiarism.org 2011. So, ang self-plagiarism, to cut the long story short, kasi medyo mahirap intindihin itong mga pinagsasabi na mix your previous work to come up with new article without proper citation. For example na lang sa mga estudyante dyan, grade 11 ka ngayon, gumawa ka ng thesis or ng study mo, and then na-publish niyo yan sa school nyo. And then later on, nung grade 12 ka, gumawa ka ng paper ulit, at gusto mo sanang balikan or kunin yung idea mo nung grade 11 ka. So, kinuha mo yung idea, pinaste mo dun sa bago mong work. That is what we call self-plagiarism. So, dapat, i-acknowledge mo din mismo yung sarili mo doon sa paper mo. Okay, para maiwasan mo yung self-plagiarism. So, for example ako, 2026 ngayon, at meron akong thesis noong 2018. Okay? Master's thesis ko noong 2018. Reading Habits and Motivations of the Students in San Mariano. So, ngayon, ang gagawin ko kung gusto kong kumuha ng idea doon sa 2018 na paper ko, I should cite narratively, for example, according to Acera 2018. Okay? That reading habits and motivations of the student, blah, blah, blah. So, kailangan lang natin na ilagay yung year, yung author. So, according to APA citation or American Psychological Association of Citation, para maiwasan natin yung self-plagiarism na tinatawag. Okay, next is what we call mosaic plagiarism. It is committed when you take phrases from a source without using quotation marks or citation. Thus, you just find synonymous to the author's words while keeping the same thought as it is in the original. So, according yan kay Roca 2017. So, ito namang mosaic plagiarism sa pinakang mabilis na example natin. Halimbawa, yung sentence na the occurrence of verbal bullying was a typical scenario in middle school. So, dahil gusto mong mapasayo yung idea na yan, ang ginawa mo, pinaltan mo yung mga words in that sentence ng ibang word. For example, yung occurrence, nilagyan mo na, pinaltan mo ng event. Yung typical, pinaltan mo ng common. Yung middle school, pinaltan mo lang ng secondary school. Pero ganun pa rin yung structure ng sentence, ganun pa rin yung idea na binibigay. That is what we call mosaic plagiarism. So parang pinapalitan mo lang. So hindi mo siya totally iniba. So akala mo siguro tama yan pero mali po yan. Okay? That's what we call mosaic plagiarism. Yung pagbabago-bago lang ng mga synonymous terms doon sa mga previous works ng iba. Tapos ipapangalan mo na sa'yo. So hopefully hindi natin kinukumit to mga katuto para hindi natin ma-violate yung tinatawag na self-plagiarism. Next is what we call accidental plagiarism. Ito na po yung last na pag-uusapan natin under plagiarism. Sinabi po dito sa accidental plagiarism, this is committed when unintentionally neglected to cite a source or quoted by using similar words or sentences structure. So the word intentional or unintentionally neglected, hindi mo inaakala, hindi mo napansin na hindi mo pala na-cite, hindi mo nakita na hindi mo pala nailagay yung reference niya. That is what we call accidental plagiarism. At kahit nangyari yon na accidental plagiarism lang, di mo sinasadya, pwede ka pa rin makasuhan, mga katuto. Para hindi tayo magaya dun kay Rice Lee Mendoza na siyang humingi ng public apology doon kay Jemima Atok na kung saan hindi niya nailagay yung pangalan ng author na si Atok doon sa papel na pinablish niya sa sarili niya. So nakakahiya po yun sa academic world, okay? Sa world of academe, sa academic endeavors ng mga professionals. So parang naging unethical ka na, naging unprofessional ka pa, naging criminal ka pa, okay? So yan lamang po yung gusto natin pag-usapan no dito sa ating video. Meron ako ditong true or false. Kung gusto niyo sagutan, lagay lamang yung comment diyan sa baba. So yun na nga mga katuto, yung definition ng plagiarism at ang 4 types of plagiarism. So unang-una, once again, ang ibig sabihin ng plagiarism ay copying someone's work without giving due credit to the owner or author of that piece of work. Okay, ano mang work yan, paperworks, or intellectual property man yan, or music man yan, no? Basta kinopya mo, it is what we call plagiarism, especially sa mga academic papers. And the types of plagiarism na discuss din natin, meron tayong tinatawag na direct plagiarism, merong self-plagiarism, mosaic plagiarism, and yung tinatawag nating accidental plagiarism. So hopefully natuto kayo sa ating video this day. So once again, kung sino man pala yung gustong magpagawa ng video, mga request na video, lagay nyo lang dyan sa ating comment section ang hashtag Kuya Mike creation. And then ganun din kung gusto nyo magpa-shoutout, lagay nyo lang dyan sa comment section ang hashtag Kuya Mike pa-shoutout. So once again, no, maraming salamat. Shoutout sa inyong lahat. Once again, this is Kuya Mike. Peace out.